Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a hybrid Sudoku on our channel. Now this Sudoku is constructed by Peter Venus, and I really thank the author for giving me an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. So this particular Sudoku is a really different concept, a very unique concept, and I was really surprised to see this Sudoku. So the moment I solved this Sudoku, I thought of making a video on this one because this is something that you haven't seen it before, right? So you must be seeing that there is only a box one that is visible and all the other boxes have nothing here, right? So how would you solve this Sudoku? And only box one is the box that we are able to see some cages and some black dots, and we don't see anything else in the whole other part of the grid, right? So you must be thinking what the Sudoku is. It's a really different and unique concept. So before going into the rules and how the Sudoku works, we'll talk about the subscribing to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. If you have still not done it, please do so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on regular basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, you can let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. And we even have a Patreon page for Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. So please support us if you can. We have been doing this hard work for past more than 2 years and we have more than 650 videos on our channel. So it's not an easy task to do that on a regular basis, but with the help of your support we can still continue it, right? Now coming back to this Sudoku, so classic Sudoku rules apply. You need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition, right? Apart from that, you have some cages in the grid, and the number on the top left corner of each cage is given, and that indicates the sum of the numbers in that cage. So numbers do not repeat in a cage. So cell in each cage is must sum up to the clue in the top left corner of that cage, right? And numbers do not even repeat in the cage. Apart from that, you have some black dots between two adjacent cells, right? So those black dot indicates that one of the number is twice as the other, right? So if you see here, black dot is half here, the other half you cannot see that, and that means that the one of the number is twice the other, and not all black dots are given, so no negative constraint here. Apart from that, the most unique and amazing thing here is all the other part of the grid from boxes 2 to 9 are hidden, right? There is something called, you can say, fog. It is covered with fog, and when you place a correct digit somewhere near to it, it will illuminate the cells around it. So what do I mean by that is, let us assume I write something that I am not sure. So if I write a correct digit here, the cells get illuminated. So the correct digit here is 6. Let us see that. And what happens the moment I write a 6 here, all the cells near to the 6, surrounding 6 are illuminated, and you can see the other cages and black dots here. So the moment you write the correct digit in a cell, the other cells, the cells around it will get illuminated, and you can see the cages and the black dots around it. So such an excellent piece of construction. This is such a unique concept, and this is a really good feature in the CTC app here. So let's see if we are able to solve this Sudoku using the only box one that is given to us, right? So let's see if we are able to do that. So yeah, I see a black dot here. So I have already solved this Sudoku earlier. I won't lie, I have already solved this Sudoku, and I know how the trick works here. What are the tricks, what are the things that I have to see during the solve, right? So the first thing that so the first thing in this box 1 was, that 5 would have 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So think of it this way: you have 4 out of 9 digits, you have 4 lower digits, 4 higher digits, right? Leave the middle one, number 5. You have 4 lower digits and 4 higher digits. You know that 2 lower digits would have to be gone here, right? Either 1 4 or 2 3, right? And if you see here, 1 2 cannot be here because then you'll have 3 and 4 here, not possible. So the possibilities for this black dot is 1 2, 2 4, 4 8 and 3 and 6. So 1 2 is ruled out. 2 4 will also be ruled out because you'll have only 1 and 3 here, that is also not a sum as 5. So 2 4 is also ruled out. The only possibilities are 3 6 and 4 8. Right. Now if you look at the 10 cage here, so one more thing that you have to look out for here is this 5 will either take one of the 3 or 4, right? It can either be 1 4 or 2 3, and in both the cases one of the 3 or 4 will be taken by the 5 cage. And with the black dot the same thing applies, one of the 3 or 4 will be taken, either 3 6 or 4 8. So now you know that 3 and 4 are already used in these two cages, right? If this is 1 4, this would be 3 6, and if it is 2 3, it will be 4 8. Whatever be the case, one of the 3 and 4 is used here, other 3 and 4 is used here, which means 10 cage cannot be having a 3 or a 4. So it can either be 1 9 or 2 8, right? These are the only possibilities for these two cages. Now if you see, where can 5 and 7 be in box 1? Excellent piece of logic this is. I must say, excellent break-in, excellent start, amazing. Where can 5 and 7 be in box 1? Right. Now if you see here, this cell cannot be a 5 or a 7 because a black dot can never have a 5 or 7. Neither the digit can be half of another digit, or it can neither be double of another digit. 5 and 7 is an odd number which is greater than 5 or equal to 5. So it cannot be half of the other digit because then it will either be 10 or 14, and it cannot be half double of something because the other digit would have to be in decimal. So 5 and 7 cannot be on a black dot, which means 5 and 7 would have to be here. So you got a 5 and 7 pair here. Now another good progress is, where can 9 be in box 1? There is only one place for 9, and that is in cage 10, because 9 can also be eliminated from the black dot, and that means these two digits are 1 and 9. Now these two digits are 2 and 3, these two digits are 4 and 8, and there is only one digit possible here, that is 6. Awesome guys. See, the moment we have written a 6 here, that is the correct digit, because if we would have written something else, let me say you 7 or 4 or 2 or 1, anything, the moment I would have written that, you the cells around it wouldn't have been eliminated, and then which means that we have done something wrong, and this cell would have to be a 6, and if 6 is on the black dot, the other cell would have to be 3. Superb. Awesome, right? Now let's see what we have here. Okay, now comes the, I would say, okay, now is the 11 in the cage 1. That is also an excellent piece of logic here. 11 has 3 possibilities of cages, of the length of cages. I meant to say the number of cells in a cage. There are 3 possibilities, either it can be a 4 cell cage, 3 cell cage, or a 2 cell cage, right? Now let us slowly eliminate the possibilities, and you will get only one answer, right? One solution to the 11 cage. Let it have first a 4 cell cage. 11 in a 4 cell cage is 1 2 3 and 5. So if this cell is a 5, these 3 cells would have to be 1 2 and 3. 3 is already here. We have eliminated 4 cell cage possibility here. Next is 3 cell cage, right? If 11 is a 3 cell cage, what would have here is 3 cell cage means if we have a 7 here, the 3 cell cage would have to be 1 or a 3. Ruled out, right? 3 is already here. If it is 5 here, for 3 cell cage you need 6 more. 4 8 is not possible, so 4 is eliminated, right? So if you have a 5 here for a 3 cell cage, it can either be 1 5 or 2 4. 5 is already used, so 1 5 is not possible, and 4 is already used, 4 2 is also not possible. So 11 can never be a 3 cell cage. Now coming on to 2 cell cage. 11 with a 2 cell cage, if it is a 5, this would have to be 6. If it is a 7, this would have to be a 4. 4 is already used, so the only possibility is 5 and 6 here. That gives you a 7 here. Awesome, right? Excellent. Now you already have a black, you again have a black dot here. I can see the half black dot here, which means the possibilities are 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 8 and 3, 6. 3, 6 is ruled out, 2, 4 and 4, 8 is ruled out, so these two cells would have to be 1 and 2. Superb. Now again, this 7 cannot be here, it would have to be somewhere in the 11 cage, and this 11 cage you are not sure if it is a 2 cell cage, 3 cell cage or 4 cell cage, right? A 3 cell cage can only come down or go straight, it cannot go up because it is taking the 15 cell cage, right? So 11 can come down. Let us see that what happens. So what happens if 11 is a 3 cell cage? 3 cell cage in 11 with 7 inside it, the other 2 cells would have to be 1 and 3. Both 1 and 3 are already used here, so 3 cell cage is not possible. So the only possibility is 2 cell cage, right? So 7 with a 2 cell cage in 11 sum, the other cell would have to be 4. So these 3 digits are 5, 8 and 9, right? Awesome. And both 8 and 9 cannot be in the 15 cage because that will sum more than 15, right? And we are not even sure if that 15 cell cage is a 2 cell cage or a 3 cell cage. 2 cell means it will end till here. 3 cell means it can go up, go towards the right, anywhere. There are 2 possibilities. But in both the cases, whatever be the case, 8 and 9 cannot be here. So this cell is not a 5. 5 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. Now comes the best part of the Sudoku. There are many best part, I would say. There are many such moments in the Sudoku that you will have, oh God, is this possible? Is this how the author has intended? You will have moments as if you really want to express how you feel that. And this is one of the moments that I really I was stunned and I was surprised by the logic here. So now the possibility is, how can you how can you fulfill the 15 cell cage now? There are too many possibilities for 15 cell cage, and the possibility is excuse me excuse me, yeah. For the 15 cell cage, 5 is in the 15 cell cage. 5 is in the 15 cell cage. If the other digit is 8, the third digit would have to be, so now we are sure that 15 cell cage is a 3 cell digit cage, right? Because one of the digit is 5, another would have to be 8 or 9, and third digit would have to be something that sums to 15, right? So you already have a 5 here. If it is 8, the third digit would have to be 2, so it can either go up or be here, right? 2 can be here, no, 2 cannot be here because you have a 2 3 pair already here. These 3 cells are 1 3 and 6, right? These 3 cells are no, not 1 3 and 6, I'm sorry, 1 4 and 6. These 3 cells are 3 7 and 9. These 3 cells are 2 5 and 8. Okay, so if it is 5 and 8, this can be the 3 cell cage, that is 2 here, that sums to 15. If it is 5 and 9, it can be 1 here, that sums to 15, or 1 here, that sums to 15. So there are 3 possibilities for the 15 cell cage, and it's really difficult to find out which it is, right? Now comes the part that you have to really think outside the box. I am 100% sure this is something out of the box, right? Something out of the box. I'll just give you a hint is, read the rules again. That is what the hint is all about, right? Read the rules again. Let us just go and read the rules again. The first part of the rule: the cells in each cage must sum up to the clue in the top left corner of the cage. Now this is what is the most important logic in this Sudoku, right? You'll be, I'm just unable to express it how I'm feeling. Top left corner of each cage, this is what we have to look for. So if 15 is going up, What is the top left corner of this 15 cage? This is the top left corner, and 15 should be written here. The cells in each cage must sum up to the clue in the top left corner of each cage, and we have a 15 that is written here, which means the cage is not going up. The cage is not going up, because if the cage is going up, this cage has the top left corner here and not here, and which means that if a 15 is written here, this cell is not part of the 15 cage, and the 15 cage would have to be something in a straight line, or it can go still down. It can go down, but down is not possible because that's 11 cage. Amazing, guys. This is really amazing, out of the box. So which means 15 kg is not going up, it is going this way, and it can only be 5, 9 and 1. So this cell is a 1 here, and see, we have uncovered all the other cells here, right? And this cell is not an 8 now, this cell is an 8. Amazing, guys, seriously amazing. See, we were right about the 11 cage now. I cannot say how this is really amazing. Now comes the 12 cage. You already have 4 and 6 in it. You need one more digit only, that is 2. You cannot have more digits, more possibilities. So this cell is a 2. This is 4 and 6. You can eliminate 2 from these 2 cells. Now comes the 12 cage with a black dot. Possibilities are 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 8 and 3, 6. 4, 8 is ruled out because you already have 12 as 4 plus 8 is 12, and I can see that you have few more cells below it. You can have 1 cell or 2 cell. So 4, 8 is ruled out. 3, 6 is also ruled out because if you have 3, 6, the remaining sum is 3. You cannot have 3 here, or it can also be 1 and 2, which is again not possible because you already have a 2 here. So if it is a 4 cell cage, 3, 6 is not possible because you will have 1 and 2 in these 2 cells, and if it is a 3 cell cage, 3, 6 is not possible because you have 3 here. So 4, 8 and 3, 6 are ruled out. You already have 1, 2 and 2, 4, and in both the cases 2 would have to be here. So this is 1, 4, 1 or a 4, and you have one more digit here. So 12 kg is filled with only 3 cells. So if you have 1 here, this would have to be 9. If you have 4 here, this would have to be 6. Okay. Oh, I don't remember this, but this is the only logic. So if you have a 4 here, this cell would have to be a 6, and you cannot have anything here. So this is 1 and a 9 here. That's nice. Okay. Next comes the 14 cage here. Okay. What is a 14 cage? See, according to the lines that have been drawn in the killer cage, half of the lines, 14 cage is at least 4 cells big, right? You cannot have 5 cells big with a 14 cage, not possible. So which means these 4 cells are part of the 14 cage. 14 cage with 4 cells, there are many possibilities. Either the possibility is 2, 3, 4 and 5, which is ruled out because both the 2's are here, so you cannot have 2 in these 4 cells, or the possibility is having 1 in it. So there are 2 possibilities, either not having 1 or having a 1. If 14 cage doesn't have a 1, the only possibility is 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So that is ruled out because 2 is already in these 2 cells, right? So which means 1 would have to be in the 14 cage, and the only possible place for 1 is this cell. That's nice. So these 3 cells are, without a 2 is 3, 4 and 5, 3, 4 and 6. Am I right here? 3, 4 and 6, because 7, 13, 14, yeah. So 4, 6 here, 3, 4, 6 triplet here, so this cell is not a 3, because 3 is in one of these 2 cells. 3, 4, 6 triplet, so 3 is gone from here. This 9 eliminates 9 from this cell, so this cell is a 7 here. 7 gets ruled out from these 2 cells. 3, 4, 6, 7, 5 and 8. 5 and 8. Okay. 4, 6, 4, 6, 2, 1. What are the possibilities here? Cannot be 1, 2, can be 2 4, cannot be 4 8, can be 3 6, right? 2 is ruled out from here, so 4 would have to be ruled, 4 can be taken out from this, say. You have 4 6 ruled out from here, so 4 and 6 cannot be here, so this cell would have to be a 3 now, which means this cell would have to be a 6. This is a 4 6 3, 6 and 4, and 9 and 3. Wow, that is awesome. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well from past few days, but this video was really important because I wanted to do it, not because I want to plan for a regular basis. Sometimes I have to ignore the regular basis sometimes because I might not feel well or go outside, but this Sudoku I really wanted to do it because the way this Sudoku is constructed, it is really hats off to the author, right? So let's continue it now. 2 7 and 9, this cell cannot, it is 2 7 and 9, right? 5 and 8 are gone here. Yeah, it is 2 7 and 9, 2 and 9 are here, so this has to be a 7, cannot be 7 here. This is 5 and 8 pair here somewhere, okay. Now all the cages that we have already uncovered, the black dots and the cages that we have uncovered are already fulfilled. You just have pairs in it, and they can only be disambiguated by other cells, right? Which right now we don't have anything to be filled or something that we have missed using classic rules. There is nothing that we have missed using classic rules, and everything we have filled. And now we have only a 38 cage that is not even sure how big it is. It can go anywhere here except this cell. I'm not sure, except this cell. It can go anywhere in these uncovered cells, and we are not even sure where it will go. This 38 cage, right? So what should we do now? How do we continue this Sudoku? This is the excellent part. So when I first solved the Sudoku, I didn't realize that I've already used this logic. I assumed something and I did it, and the Sudoku got it solved itself. It solved it. But at this point I got stuck. This is the point where I got stuck. And I was thinking what is the next part that has to be done, because there is nothing in it. I don't have anything in this Sudoku right now because I only have a 38 cage, and what will you do with the 38 cage because there are only 2 cells revealed. So I again came back to the logic that we have used here in this 15 cage. What was the logic that we have used here? The cells in each cage must sum up to the top left corner of the cage. And if 38 is written here, you cannot have anything of the 38 cage in this cells or cells above it. So the whole of the 38 cage will have to be somewhere below row 8, that is row 9. And 38 cage can only be covered in row 9, can only be used in row 9. We are not sure how big the 38 cage is, but how much ever big it is, it will have to be in the row 9 only. If it goes in the row 8, the number 38 would have to be written in the top left corner of each cage, and that cannot be this cell. That would have to be somewhere cells left of that these 38 cage cell. These of the uncovered cells, right? What an excellent piece of logic, guys. Without this logic, there is no way you can try to guess and solve this Sudoku. Of course, you can guess and write what I wrote 6 here, and you can reveal whatever you want, but that is not ethical, and of course you won't enjoy the beauty of this Sudoku, right? So if you see here now, this 38 is only in row 9. How big it is, we are not sure. 38 maximum number of cells it can have is 8, right? And minimum number of cells it can have is 6, right? 6, 7 or 8, right? So 6 is 8 is not possible because maximum number of cells you have is 7. So it can either be 6 cells or 7 cells, right? What happens if it is 6 cells? Which means 1, 2 and 4 will be ruled out. 1, 2 and 4 will be ruled out, and you have all other cells in it. So which means 7 would have to be here. Example 7 would have to be here. I will not write that digit because I am not sure if that is right or wrong. Where can 5 or 8 be? If 38 is 6 cells bigger, just assume 38 is 6 cells bigger. You will have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 will be here because it cannot be anywhere here. Where can 5 and 8 be? Not possible. Right? 5 and 8, you need another cell outside of row 9 to have 5 and 8 in 38 kg. So which means 38 kg is 7 cells bigger, right? And it will not have either 1 6 or 2 5 or 3 4. If 38 is 7 cells bigger, the 2 cells that won't be part of the 38 sum will either be 1 6, 2 5 or 3 4, which means 7 is already in the cage, right? 9 will also be inside the cage, 8 will also be inside the cage. So which means 38 is going till the end here, right? And 9 and 8 would have to be somewhere in this 6 cells. So which means this cell would have to be a 2, this cell would have to be a 5. And which means 2 and 5 will not be part of the 38 cage. All the other cells would have to be part of the 38 cage, right? Except 2 and 5, that is 1, 3, 4, 6, 8 and 9, right? This will be part of the 38 cage. Now let's see if we have something here. What, it cannot be 1 2 because 1 and 2 are already here. It can be 2 4, 4 8 or 3 6. 3 6 is also not possible, right? So which means if you can't have an 8 here, you cannot have a 4 here. So the only possibility is 2 4 or 4 8, right? Whatever be the case, 4 would have to be here. That gives you a 7 here and a 4 here. And you have again a black dot here, which cannot have a 3 6. Can it have a 1 2? Sorry, 1 2, 2 4. So that is 4 2, 1 2 2 4 4 8. 4 8 is also not possible, which means the only possibility here is 2. That gives you an 8 here. Excellent. So you have 1 2 8 9 4, 3 5 6 and 7. 5 6 and 7 is here, so this cell would have to be 3, 5 6 and 5 6 and 7 here. There is a 22 cage. It cannot go up, no, it cannot go up because you already align it, but it can go down. We are not sure of it, right? You have a black dot again here. Cannot be 3 6, can be 1 2, 2 4 and 4 8 is also not possible. So this cell would have to be a 2 somehow. So 22 kg is only 3 cells big. Can it have 5 and 6? Not possible. 5 and 7 is not possible, so only 6 and 7 is possible, because some will not fulfill. You have 6 and 7 is 13, so this is 8. I'm sorry, 9. What am I doing here? 6 and 7, that is 5. That gives you a 9 and a 5 here. Okay. 9 would have to be in one of these two cells. Come on. 1 5 and 9, right? 5, so this is 1 9. 5 cannot be here, so this cell is a 5. This 9 would give you a 1 here and a 9 here. This 2 would give you a 3 here and a 2 here. These two cells are 3 here. These two cells are 2 here. This one would give you a 4 here. 1 8 and 9. Cannot be a 9 here. This 4 would give you an 8 here and a 4 here. 5, 6 and 7 in any order. Okay. Five is in one of these two cells. Come on. 7 is in one of these two cells, right? Four is in one of these three cells. 7, 4 and 5. 4, 5 and 7 triplet here, right? 4, 5, 7. 4, 5, 7. So 9 cannot be here. 1 cannot be here. This cell would have to be a 4, 9, 5, 7. This 7 can be 1, 6, 2, 5 or 3, 4. So if 4 and 5 are ruled from here, 4 and 5 are ruled out totally. So 3 and 2 will also be ruled out. This is only 1 and 6. This cell cannot be a 6 now. You have a 5, 7 pair here. So this cell would have to be 8, 5 and 8. I am sure this cell cannot be 5 and 7. It has to be 6 according to the uniqueness trap that we have here. But let us not do that now. 5, 7 and 4. We have a 5, 7 pair here. So this cell would have to be a 4. These two cells are 5 and 7. This 5, 7, this 5, 7. Oh, sorry. I mean to say this is 4. This 5, 7, this 5, 7 gives you a 6 here. 7, 5, 7, 5, 7 and a 5 here. That gives you a 6 here. 2, 8 and 3. 2, 3 and 8. So this cell is a 3. 2 and 8. 2, 8, 1 and 2. 1 and 9 here in these two cells. So these three cells, two cells are 3 and 6. So 6 and 3, 1 and a 6 here. So 4 and 8 here. So this is 8, 4, 3, 1, 9, 8, 1 and 9. This cell is a 2 here and 1 and 7 in any order. So that is 7 and 1. And we complete this gorgeous, what an excellent piece of grid here. I must say excellent logic. See the way the Sudoku has been constructed. Just with one box you need to fill digits exactly what author had intended. You cannot guess in this. There is no way you can guess and try to finish a Sudoku. That would be unethical because you are uncovering it before any logic, right? I must say hats off to the author Peter for such a wonderful Sudoku. This Sudoku couldn't have been better one. This is the best Sudoku in this kind of covering Fox cells. I must say best Sudoku. So I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.